So learn to exhale completely and inhale deeply. Two important techniques that people don't employ. And focus only on the breath. So the mind should not be allowed to wander anywhere around. So focus on inhalation, retention, deep exhalation, and also said to relax all parts of your body and also the mind. So pranayama is a wonderful exercise to relax. Should be able to feel the difference once you do pranayama, how your mind is, right? So here we are trying to do 4 times, but when you get time, the morning, early morning, you can do more cycles of this pranayama. So when the mind is totally relaxed and the physical body is fairly relaxed, raise the thought, the supreme principle that is governing everything, including our existence and functions, and that you meditate through the Upanishad mantras is called mananam. Mananam means you recollect what you have learned. So today we'll recollect the mantra from the Keno Upanishad. It says that Supreme Consciousness Principle is the only entity responsible for all the functions that are performed by us. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso mano yad vachoha vacham savu pranasya pranaha chakshushash chakshuhu atimuchya dhiraha pretyasmal lokadamruta bhavanti. Wonderful mantra. What it says? Shrotrasya shrotram. Ear of the ear. That means what? The ears cannot function without consciousness. See, when you are in deep sleep, somebody is calling you. Are you able to respond? Is your ear hearing? It is not hearing because consciousness is not present with respect to the ear. Shrotrasya shrotram manaso mano. The mind cannot think without the conscious principle as its fundamental substratum. Manaso mano yad vachoha vacham. Speech is impossible without consciousness. Sau pranasya pranaha. Even the life force cannot exist and manifest without the consciousness. So that is the greatness of this principle of consciousness, which we are taken for granted. Just taking for granted. So Chakshusas chakshuhu, eye of the eye. Atimucha dhira pretyasmal lokadamruta bhavanti. So one who understands the supreme principle as one's own true nature. What happens? The person beats the cycle of life and death. Atimuchya dhiraha pretya asmal lokat. After death, what happens? Amrita bhavanti, attains videha mukti. That is the mantra, wonderful mantra. So, if you miss out on videha mukti, what will happen? You will travel. Where we will travel, how we will travel, we will understand through the 8th chapter now. Akshara Brahma Yogaha. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Om Makratanda Mahakaji Surya Koti Samaprabha. Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha. Guru Sakshat Parambrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam. Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurte Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Utismati Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Putra Bhashyakatam Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaja Dakshinamurte Namaha Apara Karuna Sindhum Jnanadam Shantarupinam Sri Chandrasekhara Gurum Pranamami Mudanmaham Om. All of you chant Yam Brahma loudly. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Dimyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadakramو Banihadair Gachyantiyam Samaga Dhyanabasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na vidussura suraganaha Devaya tasmai namaha Devaya tasmai namaha Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane namaha. Now the 6 slokas. Om Shri Ganeshaya namaha Shri Saraswati namaha Shri Gurubhyo namaha. Hari Om. Shri Bhagavanu vacha Teshamevanukampartham Ahamajnanajam tamaha Nashayamyatmabhavasthaha Jnanadipena bhasvata Jyotishamapi tajyotihi Tamasah paramuchyate Jnanam gneyam jnanagamyam Hridi sarvasya vishtitam Nahi jnanena sadrisham Pavitramiha vidyate Tatsvayam yoga samsiddha Kalenatmani vindati Jnanena tu tadajnanam Esham nashitamatmanaha Tesham adityavajnanam Prakashayati tatparam Yathaidhamsi samidhognihi Bhasmasat kurute Arjuna Jnanagni sarva karmani Bhasmasat kurute tatha Yasya sarve samarambhaha Kama sankalpa varjitaha Jnanagni dagdha karmanam Tamahu panditam budhaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Ashtamodhyayaha Akshara Brahma Yogaha. Om Narayana Parom Vyaktat Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantasvi me lokaha Saptadvipa cha medini. Om. So I'll chant shloka number 3, which we learned in the last class. Shri Bhagavanu vacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Svabhavodhyatma muchyate Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha Visargah Karma Samnitaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the 8th chapter, immediately preceding Navaratri. So Before 9, there is 8. And so today we are studying the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So all of you, sincere prayers, start the Navaratri festivals and pray for finally Gnanam. Durga Devi, Lakshmi Devi and Saraswati with Vijaya Dashami. No, pray for Gnanam. That is the goal of life. So, how is the 8th chapter beginning? 8th chapter is beginning with Arjuna's questions. So if you want to, all of you on cameras, many of you not camera on, okay? If you want to know Sanskrit, Satish Nishchal, simple. If I ask you a question, Kim Tat Brahma? Answer me in Sanskrit now. Anybody quickly? Paramam Aksharam Brahma. Write down question answer in Sanskrit. So the question is Kim Tat Brahma? What should be your answer in Sanskrit? Arvind, you start writing. Paramam Aksharam Brahma. Answer in Sanskrit only. I am trying to teach you Sanskrit through Bhagavad Gita. Kim Tat Brahma? Paramam Aksharam Brahma. Kim Adhyatmam? Then what you should say? Swabhavaha Adhyatmam. Uchyate is fine. Bhagavan is used. Swabhavaha Adhyatmam. Then what is the next question? Kim Karma? So according to Bhagavad Gita, very good. Ram Su is now putting beautifully in Sanskrit. Very good. You now keep this as a reference. If you want to know Sanskrit, this is the way to learn Sanskrit. Very good, Arvind. Okay. So, Kim Karma? Visargaha Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha Karma. There, Sannitaha you can live. That is extra. Bhagavan is adding. So, what is karma? Visargaha Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha Karma. Clear? Now, where did this term Visargaha come from? I'm going to go fast now. Visargaha has its root in Visarjanam. Recently, we all did Visarjanam. What Visarjanam we did? Visarjanam means offering, giving away. Ganesha Madhadrala, Satish. So, what you offer in the fire, okay, what you offer in the fire is called as what? Visargaha. What you offer in the sacrificial fire is called Visargaha. And I told the Vedic karma that you do. What does it do? Bhuta Bhavod Bhavakaraha. Slightly complex. Ramanam Subbu, you're understanding, no? Madhuri, you understand? The offerings that you do in the sacrificial fire through all the karmas results in Bhuta Bhava Udbhavakaraha. Bhuta means all the Jivarashis, all the living beings. Bhava means manifestation, Udbhavakaraha, that which brings about the origination of all the living beings and the worlds. Are understanding? Now you can ask the question, sir, how offering all these sacrificial things in the fire, doing yajna and all, how can create people, how can create the worlds? Question should be there in the mind because you always think, no, doubt is there in the mind. So that's why Purana, Itihasa stories are there to fortify the statements of Vedas and Bhagavad Gita. Do you all know Vishwamitra? Vishwamitra? You know, right? Ramesh Venkatesh Dharima. What was he? He's an expert in doing all the yajnas. You go to him for anything, he will do Maha Yajnas and fulfill all that you need. Like that, there was some king called Trishanku. You all remember? Trishanku Maharaj? Do you know the story now? What happened? He did a lot of Punya Karma. And so, because of his Punya Karma, you are supposed to go to heaven. Atmanathan. That's the Vedic Karma rule. If you do that Punyam, you have to reach heaven. But Indra, selfish fellow, what he did? That I will not allow you into heaven. So, what is happening? Trishanku is trying to go up, but Indra is pushing him down. Are you getting a point? Because somebody does, no, listen to me. No, all of you listen. Don't jump because all of you study half-baked only stories. You don't understand the meaning behind what is the story. This story is very powerful. It's very important for you for the next set of slokas in this chapter also. If you do so much punyam that you will have to finally reside in heaven, You cannot reside in the earth. Please understand. Are you getting the point, Sundarama Purnida? If you do so much of punya karma, even if you want to come here, you cannot come and rest here. You have to go to the world that gives you the right result for your actions. So he is neither able to settle down on the earth, nor he is able to reach the heaven because Indra is selfish fellow, is pushing him down. So he came to Vishwamitra and started crying. So what did Vishwamitra do? He first tried, I will push you to heaven through my power of all the sacrifices. He tried his level best to do all the homa. But still that was not enough to beat Indra. So he said, looks like you cannot reach heaven, nor can you be on the ground. So he created a world in between heaven and earth. That is something called as a place that is middle, is called Trishanku Loka. Write down. Anybody who is caught in between is called Trishanku Sthanam. The king has got a very good name, in between fellow. Now you see, Vishwamitra could create a world. How? Anybody? How did he do? Visargaha. Now understand what I'm saying? The power of the Vedic karma, the yajnas is so powerful. It can create the world. It can create all the beings, and combined karma is responsible for the creation of a world. So today, if you are seeing the earth, it is a combination of all karmas. Write down point 1, point 2. NRS. Similarly, the people around you, whatever you're experiencing with your family, with your relatives, everything, the combined karma is responsible for sukham, dukkham, interaction, problems of people connected to you. Are you getting the point? It is called your samashti karma. All this karma is playing in action. So if one person does something wrong, it will affect somebody else. Tamil la or saying irukku. Mata pita makkalukku shatru. Saying irukku. That means what? If parents don't do something correctly, it will affect their children. Please understand. Karma will get carried over. So this karma is a very deep subject. Bhagavan, what did he say? Gahana karmano gatihi. Very difficult to say, but overall, these are all the structure Bhagavan is saying now, that karma is very, very powerful. So be careful. Exercise caution when you do karma. Okay. Now there are remaining 4 questions, out of which 3 are what? Small answer. The 4th one is the main topic. Let's go to question number 4, 5, and 6. What is question 4, 5, 6? What is adhibhutam? What is adhidevam? What is adhiyajnam? Please understand, all these are nothing but the structure, infrastructure with respect to the individual that governs you, your existence, your actions, your results, your destination, everything. That's why this is being mentioned. See, nowhere anybody is explaining why all these 6 terms and all. These are the 6 principles governing your existence, and which also set the goal for you, what you should reach. What should you reach actually? What should be the goal of life? To reach what? Kim tat brahma, brahman. No, use the word. It is there in this particular sloka. See, as adhyatmam, get adhyatma vidya vidyanam jnanam, achieve brahman. So for that, what? Do your karmas properly. So that you can then move to next, karma yoga, upasana, dhyanam, and finally Vedanta Shastra Vijnanam. So sloka number 4. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Adhibhutam Ksharo Bhavaha Purushachadhi Daivatam Adhiyajnyohamevatra Dehe Dehamritambara.
Adhibhutam ksharo bhavaha Purushaschaadhidaivatam Adhiyajnyohamevatra Dehe Dehabhritambara.
Very good. All of us together. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Adhibhutam Ksharo Bhavaha Purushaschaadhidaivatam Adhiyajnyohamevatra dehe dehamritambara. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. What is the next question? Adhibhutam kim proktam. That's what he has, no? Next question. Adhiyajnah katam kot. So adhibhutam cha kim proktam. Where is that shloka? Shloka number 1, pada number 3. So adhibhutam kim proktam. What is said to be this adhibhutam? Bhagavan is saying all the perishable matter principle that is available in the entire creation is called as adhibhutam. Bhanumati madam, I told you many times, don't jump, follow, clear? Huh? So all the perishable entities, all the, is matter principle perishable or not? Now compare. This is ksharaha bhavaha. Brahman is paramam aksharam. You should be very, very careful. Separate both. Kim tat brahma? Paramam aksharam brahma. Aksharam means what? What is aksharam? Imperishable. Naksharam iti aksharam. What is ksharaha? That which is perishable. So are you clear? Understanding now? What you learned in the 7th chapter. Para prakriti, apara prakriti. Para prakriti is equal to aksharam. Now write down. Apara prakriti is equal to adhibhutam. Now you are able to connect now? So adhibhutam means, this is the technical meaning. I'll give the functional meaning. Adhibhutam. I told you, whenever the adhi comes, it is means with respect to. Something with respect to all the living beings. All the living beings have matter principle or not? Yes or no? Other than the consciousness that is inside, everything is matter, matter, matter. That is the fact of matter. Correct? So this matter which perishes is called as adhibhutam. Some time back we did one chapter. Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. Remember? So in that, what is kshetram? Go back. Nah. So that kshetram and kshetrajnaha. Kshetram, deham is kshetram. That which perishes shariram. That is this, what? Ksharam. That is kshetram. Remember, so all you to connect, okay? So now, so all this what? All this is connected as an infrastructure. It is coming together for you. So this without matter principle, you cannot do any actions. Please understand. This matter is responsible for the manifestation of the Jivatma that is inside. So all the perishable. So not only the body, but everything that's around you. All the matter is, all the perishable entities in creation is called adhibhutam. Clear? Everybody is clear? Question number 4 is answered. Now 5. Now, what is adhidevam? The support structure for all the matter principle is the samasti sukshma shariram. Just like the vyashti individual sthula shariram is supported by the jivatma. I get my point. The physical body cannot do the function without something inside. Are you understanding? Consciousness is one thing, but there is something that is within, it is called Sukshma Shariram. What is Sukshma Shariram? Write down. Manaha, Buddhi, Ahankaram, Purva Prajna, all the memories. Pancha Karmendriya, Pancha Jnanendriya Tattvam. All these things are inside. The principles are inside. External is only all this, gola. Gola means what? All this, no opening. See, please understand. If this external entity itself can do all the functions, even a dead body should be able to hear. This chapter is slightly serious. Don't get scared. Are you getting my point? You understand what I'm saying? It makes you think. If all just the ear is able to function on its own, eyes can see on its own, mouth can speak on its own, everything can happen on its own, even a dead body should be able to do. After that body is dead, it doesn't do any function. Why? What happened? Anybody scared already? Because you're scared, you don't answer. What has happened? Something has left the body. We say this person passed away, right? At last Atmanathan only is caught out of the scare. Others all shocked. Hare bhai, what happened? Each chapter will scare you. So don't be, no, that's why you better be scared now before the actual scare happens. Clear? Not driving force. The principle is not there. Please understand. The Sukshma Shariram is responsible for the functioning of the Sthula Shariram. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Anybody? Can 5 people say you understood? So when the Sukshma Shariram, very good. Raja, left. At last, now coming on line. The Sukshma Shariram leaves. This fellow even cannot sit straight. Correct? What will happen? Can the fellow sit straight? Correct? Head will not stand. No, that even to think of it, people are scared. No, Radhakrishnan sir, correct? Everything is being held because what happens? Now write down along with pranas. One of the important aspects of Sukshma Shariram is prana. Prana, pancha karmendriya tattvam. That means what? The principle behind the actions of the 5 organs of action. Pancha jnanendriya tattvam. The principle in the what? Functioning of all the organs of knowledge, then purva prajna, intelligence, samskara, everything together is your software. Write down. Now I'll give you a practical example. Ram Subbu, no wonder. Artificial intelligence, people are talking, no? So, externally, when robot is doing all the functions, right? How is it doing all those things? Anybody who knows robotics and software? Something that is software that is there, it is Arvind, Abba. Software is guiding that hardware. So the software has left. That is called Sukshma Shariram for your understanding. Firmware. Good point. Anybody knows what is firmware? Go back to your electronics lab. 12th standard or engineering. In microprocessor, you are supposed to program. In that, something called EEPROM and EEPROM, E squared prom. Electrical, erasable, programmable, read-only memory. Like that only system is. You are all totally programmed in a particular way. You are not able to erase what has happened. Sukshma Shariram. That has to be modified through all the study, all the sadhanas. Then only the internal software will change. Then only the hardware will behave differently. If it doesn't behave during this, at least next life it will start behaving differently. Being a papishtaha in this life, you become punyatma in next life. Are you understanding? The focus is on software. Actually, Mahaprabhu used to say, science don't deride science. As science progresses to the zenith, it will prove all the principles of Vedanta and our Shastras. So today is software. With that I can explain to you. So software is advanced so much, it can do so many things, right? Similarly, your internal software has to be reprogrammed. Somebody told firmware like that. Then only externally you will become different. You will go to a different world, all those. Clear? Now this is individual. So far it is clear? There is something, and this is not going to be something that is human. It is divine. Write down. Sukshma Shariram has got divinity, because it's got Prana Shakti and the Shakti of all the Devatas. I told you, for every organ of knowledge and every organ of action, there is a presiding deity. But too much deeper. Ram Subbu is understanding because he's got background. Other people are struggling. You understand? For the eye, Adhisthana Devata is Surya Devata. For the ear, it is Dig Devata. Like that, one day I'll put a table. For everything, there is a Adhidevatam, Pratyajadevatam. We say, no, like that, there is a Devata, because of which all the functions are happening. That's why divinity is there inside you. That is the Sukshma Shariram, along with Pranaha, life, force, which travels, right? This is with respect to individual. Are you getting so far? Or no, your head is reeling. Now, when you combine all the Vyashti Sukshma Shariram, when you combine all the individual Sukshma Sharira, there is one Samashti Sukshma Shariram, which is called as what? Hiranyagarbha. Write down. Something that is a combined Sukshma Shariram, which is the highest divine principle governing existence of the entire living beings in the world. It is a support structure. I told you, without prana, your what? Your body cannot be held. Similarly, without Hiranyagarbha, none of the living beings can be held together. And this Hiranyagarbha is called as Adhidaivam. Understood now? Explain. Adhidaivam, I have to tell so much, then only you understand. Clear? So, Hiranyagarbha is equal to Adhidaivam. Another name for Hiranyagarbha is Purushaha. Write down. Purushaha is Hiranyagarbha. This Purushaha for meditation purpose is meditated in Surya Mandalam. So I'll give you all the Upanishad mantras as you go forward. This particular chapter is all about how to reach Hiranyagarbha Loka, Brahma Loka after death. For a person who doesn't get Jnanam, the highest lokam you can reach is Hiranyagarbha Loka. It's also called Brahma Loka. Clear? In Vedanta, Brahma doesn't come. In Vedanta, Brahma is replaced by Hiranyagarbha. Look at Vedanta, you see this Virat Purusha is the Samashti Sthula Shariram, the complete physical structure that is available. Matter is called Virat Purusha. The complete Sukshma Shariram is called as Hiranyagarbha. Vedantic terms. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwaram kadiyadu Vedantala. Enna Atmananda pujida. Samashti Karana Shariram is called Maya Tattvam. Are you clear? Individual. Now you write down. You want to be very precise, you will not get anywhere this. Okay. Individual Sthula Shariram is your Sthula Shariram, this body. Samashti Sthula Shariram is Virat Purusha. Individual Sukshma Shariram is your Jivatma Tattvam. Samashti Sukshma Shariram is Hiranyagarbha. Individual Karana Shariram is Avidya Rajnanam. Samashti Karana Shariram is what? Maya Tattvam. Clear, huh? So far, are you clear? Now, what is the derivation from this? If everybody becomes jnani in a NRS, suppose, hypothetical situation, when nobody has got avidya, rajnanam, what will happen to Maya? So much I explained to you, now you cannot answer. If everybody gets jnanam, what will happen to Maya? Maya will vanish. Slowly you are coming in line. So is it possible for all of you to get jnanam? Everybody, can they get jnanam? Nobody, no, 99.99 are not going to get jnanam. So Maya will continue to exist. Now are you getting all this mathematical formula? Vedanta, mathematics through and mathematics. Understand all these things. Clear? Huh? So, what is what? Purushaha. So that is the question, right? Adhibhutam, Adhidaivam. Adhidaivam is nothing but Purushaha, Hiranyagarbha. So far clear? Next, what is the next question? Adhiyajnaha kim. And Arjuna specifically put one what? Seasoning to that. What did he say? Adhiyajnam katham kotra asmin dehe he Madhusudana. Who is Adhiyajna within this body? He wanted to know this. So Bhagavan is saying, I myself am the Adhiyajna residing in all the bodies. How? I'll explain. When you come to the word, I'll tell you. Bhagavan himself residing as what? As the principle governing the existence of everybody. And what is Bhagavan doing? Just now we studied in the 18th chapter. What? Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe arjuna tishtati. So, like a Brahmayan sarva bhutanam yantra rudhani maya. Tomorrow we are going to study that in 12 hours. So, Ishvara is inside. And so, there is a technical definition is there. How Ishvara is called as Adhiyajnaha. Now, write down. Now, as per the Vedic way of life, people are supposed to do yajna continuously. What is yajna? Offering in the fire. Because go back to what? karma sangnitaha, right? So visargaha karma sangnitaha. So if you have to do all the yajna, there should be a principle governing you to do all the actions within you. So Bhagavan says, I am connected to yajna through the individual by making perform all the actions. There is a Vedic statement, yajno vai Vishnuhu. Nah, Vishnu himself is called yajna. So Bhagavan, Vishnu is connected to the word yajna. In Vishnu Sahasranama there is a nama. Anybody remembers? Yajna yijjo mahejjascha karatu satram satangatihi. Anybody remembering Sahasranama? Yajna yijjo mahayijjasya. The name for Mahavishnu is ultimate in yajna. So Bhagavan says that yajna that is there outside, I myself am that yajna. But since the yajna cannot happen without the individual doing it, I am connected to that yajna, and being within the body, I make people do the yajna. So I am verily that yajna which is residing within the body. And so I am adhi yajna. See, the word adhi means what? Connected to. That is why adhi yajna. Okay? Bhagavan present within the human being, making people do yajna is called adhi yajna. So here Arjuna, understand that I am that adhi yajna. And where is he? He is present within the body. So now look at the Padavibhaga Anmaya for sloka number 4. Adhibhutam ksharaha bhavaha purushaha cha adhidaivatam adhiyajnaha aham eva. Evakaram means what? Brahman sir, what is evakaram? Avadharanartham, emphatically Bhagavan, I am adhiyajnam. Adhiyajnaha aham eva atra dehe dehabhritambara. Special word. What is dehabhritam? Dehabhritambara is an address to Arjuna. Write down. Dehabhritam means one who has taken a body, physical body. Bharta, bhritam. That means what? One is supported by physical body. Dehabhritambara. So one who has manifested as a human being, Vara means what? The best among people who have manifested with a body. So Bhagavan is giving the praise back to Arjuna. Bhagavan told, I am the adhiyajna within the body, but you are the best among all the people. Look at how he's complimenting him back. You understand? Anybody understood what I'm saying? That is how the term Nara Narayana comes. Nara Narayana, reborn as Krishna Paramatma and Arjuna. They are together again. Through this sloka, you can understand that. Clear? When I come to Dehabhritamara, I will explain to you more detail. Now look at the Anmaya. I'm going slightly fast. Okay, no? Are you able to catch up with this? This 8th chapter is slightly technical. Huh? Can 5 of you say you understood what I'm saying? Huh? Ksharaha bhavaha adhibhutam. First group. Second group. Cha purushaha adhidaivam. Second group. Aham eva atra dehe adhiyajnaha. What? Group 3. Dehabhritambara. Hey Arjuna. So I'll come and give you the meaning. You'll understand. Okay, PVA team? Do you get it? This is the Anvaya. Now look at the meaning. Ksharaha bhavaha. Ksharaha. Ksharaha means what? By the way, you all should know what is ksharam, what is aksharam. Perishable. Very good. That is why when you collect rice for akshatai, you say akshata. Akshata podungo. The rice that you collect, Bhanumati, please hold. I told you many times, should not be broken. That rice should be whole and complete. Akshata rice, nakshati, naksharam. Please understand. So that is why it's called akshata in Viradi. So ksharaha bhavaha, that which is perishable, that which is no going to decay and die, perishable. Bhavaha, bhavaha means that which is created, manifested. So ksharaha bhavaha, the perishable creation, perishable entities in the manifestation, everything is perishable. Please understand, any matter that is there, including sun, will perish. So somebody asked the question. It is being said that sun and moon are the eyes for Bhagavan. Correct? Nah. Which mantra is saying? Chaksho Suryo Ajajata. Correct? So, Surya Chandra, their eyes, like that will say, no, sun and moon also disappear. What happened to Bhagavan? Question was asked. Please understand, it is only what? For meditation or jhanam. Bhagavan's form itself is for focusing your mind, but in reality, does Bhagavan have a form? Bhagavan doesn't have any form. When you come to Vedanta, don't mix up Itihasa, Purana. So any matter principle will perish, even if it is matter principle of Krishna Paramatma. Are you getting my point? So, my Swamiji, Sri Satchidananda Saraswati has studied about Vishishta Advaita more than the Vishishta Advaitis. You ask a question. What will happen to Mahavishnu's physical body? Is it matter principle or not? That he's written a book, someday I'll take. He summarized, he said that these people don't understand that by limiting Vishnu to a physical body, they are limiting Bhagavan. It's only for meditation, but not the ultimate truth. So, ksharaha bhavaha, any matter principle will perish. So, perishable creation is called what? Adhibhutam. So, you should understand very clearly, anything connected to the living entity other than pure consciousness is perishable, and so it's called Adhibhutam. Now, are you getting some clarity? I am supposed to be here. No, Bhutam doesn't mean no Bhutam, Pishachi, Deva. People, Bhutam is, they think there's some, no, demon or something. What? No, Pishachi, no. Bhutam. In Vedanta, Bhutaha means it's got life. Any living being has got matter principle that is perishable. Similarly, entire creation, matter that's perishable is called what? Adhibhutam. So, specific to individual, it is called Adhibhutam. Clear? Now, next. Cha Purushaha. Who is Purushaha? Just now I told you here, Purushaha stands for what? Hiranyagarbha, Purusha Evedagum Sarvam, Yet Bhutam Yitchabhavyam, Utamrtatvaseshanaha, Edannena Tirohati. Somewhere we are getting this mantra, no? Purusha Evedagum Sarvam, Idam Sarvam Purusha Eva. So this Sukshma Shariram, Samashti Sukshma Shariram, Hiranyagarbha is called Adhidaivam. So please understand, highest among all the Devatas, greater than even Indra is Hiranyagarbha, that is called Adhidaivam. Why is it required? Quick question. Because that is the governing principle for an individual Sukshma Shariram. It is Samashti Sukshma Shariram. Then, next, Chapurushaha Adhidaivam. Clear? So far clear. Question number what? Question number 5 is answered. Now, question number 6. Aham eva. I myself. What? Eva means what? I myself verily. Atra dehe. Tishthe, write down bracket. Atra dehe. Tishthe means who reside in this body. So Bhagavan is saying, I am residing in this body. What? Adhiyajnaha. As Adhiyajna. I am the principle residing in the physical body. And who is making people do the yajnas? So I am the Adhiyajna. So since it's slightly complicated, let me read out to you Acharya Shankara's wonderful commentary, without which you cannot understand this very clearly. So Acharya Shankara says, see, Adhiyajnaha, anybody has got Shankara Bhashyam? Adhiyajnaha Sarva Yajna Abhimanini Vishnu Akhya Devata Yajno Vai Vishnuhu. Taittiriya Samhita it is being told, it is Shrutehe. Sahi Vishnuhu Aham Eva Atra Asmin Dehe Yaha Yajnaha Tasya Aham Adhi Yajnaha. Yajnaha Hi Deha Nirvrityattvena. Please understand, because of Yajna, because the sacrifices, all the bodies come into existence and all actions are possible. Please understand. Cycle of Yajna only makes you do all the action. So action is connected to body. Yajna is connected to action, action to body. And so the body functioning is responsible because of Yajna. And that is, the person connected with that is Mahavishnu. So Bhagavan says, I am Adhi Yajna, existing in the body. Clear? Huh? Technical, more research you can sit down do if you got any doubt. So Bhagavan is Adhi Yajna. And finally, how does he end the shloka? Deha Bhratambara. That has no connection with the question. The Deha Bhratambara is not connected to the question. It is an epithet for whom? Who is Deha Bhratambara? Just now I told you. Arjuna. Very good, NRS. So the word is together. Deha Bhratambara means what? Vara means Sreshtha. Sreshtha, the best among. Deha Bhratam means what? Bhrita means what? Quickly. Sanskrit. If you are going to Sanskrit, this is Sanskrit. Deha Bhrita means what? Deham dharati deha Bhrita. Correct. Bearing the body. Correct. So the best among people who are born a body, that means what? Best among physical humans, that is Arjuna. Technical points. Bhagavan is making you think. Told is all Vedanta Paribhasha. All of you on cameras, many of you camera off suddenly. Another 5 minutes. Then the class will be over. Correct? 10 minutes. So all the 6 questions answered. Clear? Chant sloka number 4 again. Shri Bhagavan Umacha Adhibhutam Ksharo Bhavaha Purushastadhi Daivatam Adhi Yajnohamevatra Dehe Deha Bhratambara. All this is fine, sir. You give me infrastructure, you give me the process, everything is fine. What should I do with all these things? Nah, you understand now? All this infrastructure has been created. Your physical body, Adhibhutam, Adhi Yajnaha, Hiranyagarbha, manifesting as Sukshariram. Then what? Adhi Devam, Adhi Yajnaha. Then what? Adhyatmam, the Jivatma Tattvam, karma that is supposed to do to reach Brahman. If you don't get Brahma Gnanam, what will happen to the infrastructure? Shloka number 5. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Antakale cha mameva Smaran Muktva Kalevaram Yah Prayati Samadbhavam Yati Nastyatra Samshayaha.
Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayaha.
Very good. Also, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Antakale cha mameva Smaran Muktva Kalevaram Yah Prayati Samadbhavam Yati Nastyatra Samshayaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So now Bhagavan is bringing the most interesting topic of the 8th chapter, which is what will happen after our death. So I'll give you another few days to download. Anybody not download the ebook and keep it ready. We'll revise all these questions through the ebook in the next class. Let us get the meaning of this sloka. So now, with all this infrastructure, what is infrastructure? So Brahman has a consciousness principle. Kim tat Brahma, kim adhyatmam, sukshariram. Then what? Adhibhutam, the matter principle, doing karma. Then karma is what? All your visargaha to adhiyajna. We all doing all these things. Ultimately, one day this body will drop. Yes or no? Nah, clear? As I told you, 3 parts. to your existence. Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram. This Sthula and Karana are like inseparable. They are together because of Ajnanam. And the Sthula Shariram will be only temporary. It will come and go. These fellows are permanently connected. They will keep on traveling. So when the physical body drops, so please understand, even a Jnani physical body will perish. Now note down all this carefully. Ajnani also physical body will perish. Externally, it's all one and the same, sir. What is the point? Why should I work very hard to get Jnanam and all? Question will come, right? Even Ajnani, no, body is perishing. Jnani also, body is perishing. So has anybody seen anything travel, not traveling? Has anybody seen? Nah. Has anybody seen? Anybody captured in a movie and shown how anything traveling from inside? What? That is what Chauruvaka say. Inna? Naveen Venkatramani? Inna? Yavad jivet, sukham jivet. Ranam kritva, dhritam pibet. Bhasmi bhutasya dehasya punaragamanam kuta. Sanskrit, wonderful Sanskrit. Write down, anybody. Bhasmi, after this, no body is burned to ashes. Does it come back? Has anybody seen? Everybody seen this same physical body coming? So everybody is perishing. What is the difference? Why should I do all this? I'll enjoy. Life is only for Majamadi. Na? You say in Kannada, Majamadi. Huh? So Bhagavan is saying here, if you continue to do punyam all through your life and focus on the thought of Bhagavan, after this physical body drops, if you are able to remember me at the time of death, then the physical body is supposed to drop off, disconnect from the Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram, Sthula Shariram is getting separated. At that time, if you remember me, remember the supreme principle at the time of death, then Bhagavan says, you will reach me. You will reach me alone. There is no doubt in this regard. So I told you, Yadbhavam tadbhavati. So whatever you think, so you become. Are you so far clear? So Bhagavan is giving introduction only, not the explanation. So Bhagavan is creating interest in your mind that if I do, please understand, this is for a person who has not got Jnanam. For a Jnani, what happens? Jnani becomes Brahman. Go back to 7th chapter. Brahma bhuta pratishtapya. Bhagavan already told, he becomes Brahman. So the subject is a person who has not got Brahma Jnana. What is the next best you can do? You can reach one loka, which is called Brahma Loka. And what happens there? In Brahma Loka, what should you do? You should sit down and study same Vedanta Shastram. Nathato Brahma Jigyasa Janmadyasya Yataha Shastra Yodhitvat Tattva Samanvayat. What is all this? Brahma Sutram. All this you have to study. Brahmaji is a teacher. And he will not do all Zoom session and all. No prior appointment, no time and all. Whenever he is free, he will conduct class. You should be behind him, always going behind him. Guru Shushrushaya Vidya Pushkalena Dhanenava Athava Vidyaya Vidya Chaturtham Nopalabhyate. You please understand. The days of yore, the Shishya is always following the Guru. Why? Because whenever the Guru gets time, he will teach. That's why you should be close. You see now, even now in Matam and all, the Shishya is very close. Whenever the Guru gets time, they will teach. So it's no Zoom session, no appointed time. So much you're doing systematically. They should be the teacher, always in the service of teacher. Jnanam similarly should be behind Brahmaji. And you cannot demand also. He's very busy. What is Brahmaji's role? What is Brahmaji's role? Continuous to creation. To do creation, he has to do multiple formula combination. Who should be sent to a place where there is bombing? Where they should know there's no bomb, we should send people there. Like that is to think. The super mind, Brahmaji is made super mind, super software, all combination is thing and make you be born in one place. Like that is to do all those things. For how many people? How many people? 1, 2 people. Parents say, sir, even to bring up one child is so difficult. Look at Brahmaji's problem. Oh, crores and crores in 14 lokas. All that is to do. So he's got very limited time for Brahma Gnanam teaching. So what is the best option, Atmanathan? Either you do all the tapas and go to Brahma Loka by remembering Bhagavan at the time of death, or what you should do? Here and now, study Vedanta Shastra, get Jnanam. And what? You will understand later what happens if you get Jnanam. There is no travel. Clear? Huh? So, wonderful sloka. Most important, the bija slokam for this particular chapter, sloka number 5. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Antakale cha mame. Chant with me. Antakale cha mameva Smaran muktva kalevaram Yah prayati samadbhavam Yati nastyatra samshayaha. See here, madbhavam is upacharartham. Write down. It is not absolute meaning. It is what? Encouraging word. That means what? If you say, if you remember Bhagavan, you will reach Brahma Loka. You will not try to work on that. Correct? If you say, if you remember me, you will come to me. You become my own nature. Then I will try. So, Atishayokti, write down. It is Upacharartham. Atishayokti means what? Exalting that particular sadhana to remember Bhagavan at the time of death. Now, let us look at the Padavibhaga Anvaya and then we'll close the class. Okay? Antakale. Now, all of you, Churkabeko. Now, quickly. Write down. Antakale. Cha. Mam. Eva. Smaran. Smaran is a word. Muktva. Kalevaram. Clear? So far clear? Padavibhaga. Once you get Padavibhaga, then Anvaya is easier. Yaha prayati saha. When yaha comes, saha should come. Saha madbhavam. One word. Madbhavam. Yati na asti atra. 3 words. Nastyatra. Na asti atra samshayaha. Clear? All of you are now becoming better in Sanskrit or not? Slowly improving? Nah. Clear? Now look at the Anvaya. Muktva Kalevaram. Clear? Muktva Kalevaram. Antakale cha saha yaha prayati. Where is prayati? Where is prayati? The second line, third padam, second word. Prayati. Smaran mam. Where is the word mam? All this jugglery to do. Mam is in the first padam. Mam eva. Smaran mam eva. Yati madbhavam. Asti na samshayaha atra. No, you went all over the place. We have to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Took you round or not? Nah. Huh? Anybody done successfully? The Anvaya? Should I read again? Huh? Should I do Anvaya again? Are you all clear? No need. Done. Shall I do once more? Okay. Once more, they said. Once more I'll do. Muktva Kalevaram. Where is Muktva? Very clear. Last 2 words. First line. Muktva Kalevaram. Okay. Then Antakale cha. This is there in the beginning. Very clear. Okay. Then Saha. Where is Saha? Yaha prayati saha. That becomes saha here. Yaha prayati. Very near to that. Smaran mam eva. Smaran is there. Mam eva is preceding that. Smaran mam eva. Yati madbhavam. Where is yati? Yati is in the 4th padam. Madbhavam is before that. 3rd padam. Madbhavam. Asti na samshayaha. Nastyatra. That na asti. Asti na samshayaha atra. Should be clear now? Should be clear or not? So when you are no, I don't know, when you're chanting the sloka when taking medicines. Sharire jarjari bhute vyadhi graste kalevare aushadham jannavi toyum vaidyo narayano hari. You don't know, write down the sloka. Nah. Sir. The wonderful sloka to chant when taking even your allopathy medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, what you're taking, chant this sloka. Sharire jarjari bhute vyadhigraste kalevare. Kalevare means the physical body. Kalevaram. Come. That's why I told you sloka. Kalevare. This physical body, what is there in that? Sharire jarjari bhute. Going on, decaying. This physical body is what? Getting old, decayed. Vyadhigraste. Disease has engulfed his body. So what I'm doing? NRS. I'm taking this aushadham. Let it be equivalent to the immortal Ganga, Janhavi. Aushadham Janhavi Toyam. Vaidyo Narayano Harihi. Pray to Bhagavan, pray to Ganga, and then take any medicine. It will hopefully give better cure. See, for everything there is sloka. I told you. Morning to night, whatever you are doing, if you are integrating in sloka, it will be for your benefit. Kalevaram has come. I thought I'll share with you today. It's not only Gita sloka, everything should be understood. Now, is there any time to do Anvaya? Let's do Anvaya. Anvaya is done. Clear? Anvaya is done. Now, meaning quickly. Muktva Kalevaram. Muktva. Disconnecting, dropping, dissociating, removing. What is Kalevaram? Now you should be able to say. Told in sloka. What is Kalevaram means what? Kalevaram means, very good. Arvind is now sharp. Physical body. Clear? So, Muktva Kalevaram, dropping this physical body. Antakale cha. Antakalam means what? Antakala means time of death. So even Yama is called Antakaha, Antaha, Antakaha. So Yama approaching, whatever you want to know, that's time of death. Antakala means the last breath. So time of death. Dropping the body at the time of death. This is going to happen to everybody. Correct? As I told you. Jnani also will drop his body, last breath. Jnani also will drop in the body. Correct? But there's some speciality. What is that? Saha Yaha Prayati. Saha, one, Yaha, whosoever the person may be, Prakarshena Yati. Yati means starting the journey, called departure. You all go to departure terminal, airport, right? They'll make the final call for Mr. X. Waiting for you, otherwise flight will take away. They'll say, no, departure, launch, you're all waiting, right? Like that, this is a departure launch, Prayati. So, Saha Yaha Prayati, one who departs. Now you see, whenever you're boarding a flight, you are departing from one place, going to another place. This is what is called as Maha Departure. Maha Prayanam, Prayati, who departs. One who departs. What? Now the speciality. Smaran Mam Eva, remembering me alone. You all remember Jada Bharatan Shloka? Bharatamani Shloka or not? What did he remember? Last breath. So Bhagavan is saying, you don't become like that. You remember me. Whoever departs remembering me alone, that means no other thought should be in the mind. Yati madbhavam. Yati. Yati means attains. Prayati means depart. So please understand, all very important words. Yati attains my nature. Madbhavam means what? Here it is Upacharartham, reaches Brahmaloka. Write down. Don't Brahmaloka. And after that, there is no return back to earth. From there is only progress. But the progress will be delayed. Because you will be behind Brahmaji to learn Vedanta. Please understand that. You will not come back. Your environment is good. So you will be behind Brahmaji to get Brahma Gnanam. So there you will reach Brahmaloka. Asti na samshayaha. There is no doubt. Asti means what? There is na samshayaha, no doubt, atra, in this regard. So what is Bhagavan now giving the brief introduction to the 8th chapter? Says that if possible, work hard. Krishna, study Vedanta seriously, sincerely. What? I told you. The 3 C's. What are they? Commitment, consistency, constancy only in Vedanta. If you can do it and get jnanam in this life, aham brahmasmi, padichuta, they say in Tamil. That means what? You are saved. Or else, the next best is try and do all the things. How to remember Bhagavan is what will be explained throughout the remaining part of the chapter. So Bhagavan is already giving the advertisement. If you remember me, at the time, Jnanam looks very, very abstruse, right? Nothing, everything is there. Yattadadresham agrahya magotram. You don't know what is happening. Everything is looks like fictitious. So Bhagavan says, let's come to something that you can imagine. So Bhagavan is saying, next best is try to remember me. If you remember me, you will go to the highest loka called Brahma Loka. Now in this 8th chapter, you're going to study what is Brahma Loka, what is the time cycle in Brahma Loka, what is the time cycle in Pitraloka, what is the time cycle in Sargaloka. All those things we're going to study now. Very interesting. Bhagavan is already what? Given you what? Is it? Then when you go to the airport, you get the departure ticket. What is it called as? Boarding pass. He's given the boarding pass now. What are you supposed to do? Instead of sitting there and eating something before boarding the flight, what you should do? You should learn how to remember Bhagavan. So the difference between your departure, launch, and air travel, and then this travel. So let us now focus on how to know Bhagavan at the last breath. Now remember Bhagavan. Okay, clear? I'll stop here. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Who's chanting? Gita Samvatsara Vaibhavam.
Namaskaram.
Saroja madam. Okay.
Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Ekadashodhyayah Vishwarupa Darshana Yogaha. Arjuna Uvacha Yaccha Pahasartama Satkrutosi Vihara Shayyasana Bhojaneshu Ekotavasyachuta Tatsamaksham Tatshamaye Tvamahum Aprameeyam Pitasi Lokasya Characharasya Tvamasya Pujascha Gururgariyan Natvatsamostrubhyadika Kutonyo Lokatrayepya Pratima Prabhava Tasmat Pranamya Pranidhaya Kayam Prasadaye Tvamahamishamijam Piteva Putrasya Sukheva Sakyuho Priya Priyayarhasi Deva Sodhum Adrushapurvam Rishitosmi Društva Bhayena cha Pravyaditam Mano me Tadeva me Darshaya Deva Rupam Prasida Devesha Jagannivasa Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrahastam Ichchami Tvam Drashtumaham Tathaiva Tenaiva Rupena Chaturbhujena Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwamurte Shri Bhagavan Maya Prasannena Tavarjunedam Rupam Param Darshitam Atma Yogat Tejo Mayam Vishwamananta Madhyam Yanme Tvadanyena Nadrushta Purvam Naveda Yajñatya Yanayna Danaihi Nachakriya Bhinna Tapo Virugraihi Evam Rupa Shakya Aham Ruloke Drashtum Tvadanyena Kuru Pravira Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Excellent chanting, Saroja madam. You're chanting so nice.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Very good. Very nice. All the stuff Chokas chanted very well. So as you can see, even Arjuna was very scared of Vishwarupa Darshana. Said, Bhagavan, please come back to normal form. So similarly, Vedanta may be tough, but that is the only way out. Unless you get Vedanta Gnanam, you cannot get Moksham. So let us study tomorrow in 12 hours how to get Jnanam to the 18th chapter. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaja Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatsate. Krishna 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 Krishna. Shubhamastu Samasta Sanmangalani Bhavantu. Happy Navaratri festival to all of you. So sincerely pray for getting Jnanam during this 9 days, culminating in Vijayadashami. Narayana Narayana Narayana.